I want to talk about Trump's AI poop video about as much as you want to watch it. But I realize there's probably some important points to discuss, so let's do it. Yesterday, after the historic No King's Day 2 marches all across the country, as we all expected, fragile, aging narcissist Donald Trump had an absolute crash out on his failing social media platform, Truth Social. He posted this. So this had the I Went to the Danger Zone music behind it. I can't share that or I'll get a copyright strike. This is what the President of the United States posted on his social media after No King's Day protest. A video of him wearing a crown dropping feces on American citizens. Yeah. Loads of people were talking about this, how it was unbecoming of the president. It was incredibly juvenile. It was really embarrassing that we live in a country where this is how our leader reacts. And doubly so that he thought it was funny or appropriate to make a video where he's dumping poop on his own people for exercising our constitutionally protected right to free speech. So yeah, I watched all of the discourse on this morning, and then I had a conversation with a friend who went to Stanford for their PhD in anthropology. And they offered their perspective on the primatology aspect of this. Like, this is the kind of behavior that you see from apes and monkeys when they are emotionally dysregulated, right? They throw poop, they smear poop on things when they're pissed off. They were saying this is kind of the most base male urge, disconnected from any form of self-control and rational thought. This is literally like their chimpanzee brain saying, me big mad, me smear poop. And I was like, oh yeah, thanks for bringing that nuance and perspective to the conversation. I think that's accurate. I know that it's evidence of how tremendously butthurt Donald Trump is. This is the best rebuttal, the best response that he has to millions of people turning out to protest against him. Right, this is just like narcissistic injury on full display, and it's really sad. It's really sad that this is who MAGA adores and worships. This is who they've made a golden calf out of. Hey, Republicans in the House and the Senate, I know that most of y'all are not actually Trump acolytes. This is the man that you have handed over your power, your constitutional power to. This is the man that you have hitched your wagon to. Wow, that's a choice that you all made. Yeah, Republicans in Congress, how does it feel to have handed over all of your constitutional authority to this man? I think it's also worth referencing the meme that's been making the rounds today. Like, how much of an absolute shitbag do you have to be to have millions and millions of people turn out in the streets just to be like, we hate that guy. Oh God, not him. He's an embarrassment, an absolute incompetent boob, a corrupt grifter, and he should not be in charge of the American people. Millions and millions of people turned out just to say that they cannot stand Donald Trump and that this country deserves so much better. So of course, he's going to have his little narcissistic crash out over it, because how terrible to be a person that is hated by so many. And not for no reason, because he's actively causing harm. He's actively killing people. He's destroying democracy. He's causing suffering for hundreds of millions of people. He's taking this country backward. He's regressing us to a time when we were weaker, less respected, more fragile, poorer, and we all suffered more. So of course everybody hates him. He should not be in charge of the American people, but it's totally understandable that he would have his narcissistic crash out over No King's Day, because narcissists, they need to be beloved. They need to be adored. They need to believe that they are so popular. And typically when a narcissist is confronted with evidence to the contrary, evidence that they are despised, loathed, ridiculed, mocked, right? So much of No King's Day was mocking Trump. Usually they can set that evidence aside, right? And they'll blame the messenger, right? They're always going to shoot the messenger. But we see with No King's Day, he can't ignore millions and millions of people in the streets. And the best he's got, you guys, the best he's got is some really bad First of all, who made that for him? Like, are y'all trolling? Are y'all trolling making that for Trump and handing it to him and being like, this is really hilarious. You should post it. You're really going to own the libs with this. You're really going to show the American people that you're so big, boss, powerful. Acting like an angry chimpanzee in the zoo who's like smearing poop on the walls and throwing it through the bars. I've seen a number of people posting about this on Blue Sky, and I completely agree. I don't think this is all that we should expect. He's going to be mad, and he's going to try and do things to punish all of us this week. We should understand that a would-be dictator who is also a fragile narcissist is going to do the things you would expect of a would-be dictator and a fragile narcissist. He is going to lash out. He's going to seek to punish after No King's Day. That should not, cannot, and will not deter us from continuing to pursue justice and the restoration of the rule of law and a stable government in this country. But I think we should prepare. We should prepare for him to try and do some hinky shit. And I think we should prepare for his henchmen like Stephen Miller. Because Stephen Miller also has a narcissistic injury over this, right? He's been ridiculed up and down at the protests, as well as just like in general on social media for weeks. AOC called him 4'10". He really had a hard time with that one. We should just expect there will be something coming, and we should brace ourselves for it. And again, remember, it is not so much what the regime does right now, because they're going to try and do bad things. Y'all, his playbook is predictable. What he's doing, Trump is a known quantity. There's nothing mysterious about him. It does not matter as much what he tries. It matters how we choose to respond. It is us maintaining the expectation that he will try and do bad things. We don't need to be caught off guard. We don't need to be surprised when he acts in a way that you would expect. We're not hearing hoofbeats today and expecting a zebra, much less should we expect like a beautiful unicorn Pegasus. We hear those hoofbeats today and we know what Trump's going to bring tomorrow. Some raggedy old swayback gelding that'll bite you, right? We know that he's mid-crash out. He's going to try more terrible things because the only play they have in their book is scaring us into submission. All they have is intimidation and threats. And we just have to steel ourselves to decide like, no, it's not, I will not obey in advance. It is fuck you, make me. There is no threat or bluster or terrible thing that he tries to do that will make us give up our pursuit of restoring democracy in this country. The fascists cannot win as long as we keep fighting. So hold on for tomorrow. There's going to be hinky shit. He's going to try some stuff. It'll be more poop smearing, but, probably through executive orders or some other kind of whatever. Also a good time to remember that executive orders are not laws, by the way. Please know, as he's going to try and crack down this week, as he's going to try and do bad things, that was something we knew was coming, and we have to hold on to the hope and the empowerment that we felt yesterday and let that carry us into the next actions. We need to be moving on to bigger things. We need to be advancing our cause. We need to be taking bigger risks and making more comprehensive steps to organize as we continue to draw people into the movement. Whatever he's going to do, he's going to do. He is a known quantity. He will continue to try and advance his authoritarian plan. We are in a race, right? We continue to do our good work and we don't get distracted by him. We continue to organize. We continue to erode the pillars. We continue to build the movement. We do it faster than Trump. And anytime we can add some ridicule, anytime we can mock him and make him waste time crashing out and flopping around and posting poop videos. Cool, that's an added bonus. Let's keep that up. But we've got work to do. So whatever stuff he tries this week, we will not cower because of it. We will not cower because of it. Do not be afraid of a fragile, aging, sundowning narcissist who thinks that it is witty, intellectual, and a power move to post bad AI of himself dropping large quantities of literal shit on American citizens. He thought that was a win, y'all. He thought that was edgy and funny and smart and like that was owning us. Yeah, don't be afraid of him. He's sad, pathetic, in ill health, and he cannot handle any criticism against him. We are ascending. We're organizing. We're building our movement. We need to stay focused on that.